What is up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another YouTube video. It's been a while since I last saw you guys, and really talking to you here, and that's really for a few reasons. My girlfriend just left to Europe, and I was just trying to spend as much time with her as possible. And once she left, I didn't really have the motivation to do too much. But I'm here now. I'm feeling a lot better. I just put out a film. It's called Life Without, and you should really go check it out. I think it's really good. I wasn't sure before, but so far the response has been great, and I really appreciate that. I decided I'm just going to leave this red light here today. I can make it white, but let's switch things up. Let's have fun. Stay hip with the kids these days. But that's right. I met a famous YouTuber, a very famous YouTuber actually, and I don't think many of you would know him, if any at all. I'd be rather surprised. Yet he has millions of subscribers, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But how I met this person is pretty interesting. First though, I want to let you know, I'm kind of like me and the famous people. We kind of like that. We chilling, man. We jive it out, But I've met, really only one famous person that I can think of in person, and that was actually two people. It was the Bo Bros. And a few years back on YouTube, they were big friends with people like Tanner Fox and the Funk Bros, and that's kind of who I watched at the time. I was like a 7th and 8th grader, really. I was in California. By the way, I don't think I would really. I'm never vacationing to LA until I'm like famous again. Like I just hate LA, to be honest. I hate LA. But I was walking up the pier and up these stairs, and I'm like, I hear something pretty loud, like two people talking like extra loud, and I look and I'm like, what the heck? I know them, and they're on this app. But I think they had like some sponsored deal to do that. That app is no longer functional. That app fell through, but they sure got paid a pretty penny to live stream on it. It was basically Instagram live streaming on some type of app, and they were going around, running around with their phone like this, doing all types of challenges. And I was like, I walked up and I said, this the thing you should never say when you meet a famous person. It's a famous person. I walked up and I said, "Are you the Bo Bros?" Like, never ask, "Are you this?" It's them. I would say I'm not exactly sure how you walk up to someone. I'm not good at human interaction. Okay, I'm really not. Okay, that's not my thing, and especially then, definitely not my thing. Okay, just know you don't do that. But those are the only famous people I've met in person. When I was younger, there's a baseball team we have here, the Colorado Rockies, and they came to our elementary school. I'm not exactly who all came. There's some marketing representative was there, and some other people, I think. And I remember like getting picked to go up there, and I didn't even do anything, but they just gave me a free hat, which my dog Walter chewed up a few years ago. So that was great. That was like one of my most prized possessions. I was like, oh my gosh. Nah, that's gone. There's also this one guy. His name is Darren Levy, and he does like funny Uber drives and stuff in Australia. And I don't know. I DM'd him once, and he responded to me. Yeah, I'm not gonna explain it. I'll just say like what I sent him a picture of. Y'all are about to be grossed out, bro. I sent a picture of my hand doing this, bro, and he thought I was, because he was like, I don't know, he was just mesmerized by weird things fingers do at one point on his instant. Now I'm making him sound weird, and I'm making me sound weird, but it was like, in context, it made sense. Okay, I'm not that weird. What's up, everybody? It's editing me. I've edited up to this point so far, not the rest of the video. I don't know why I told you that. Anyways, this editing process has been, embarrassing. It's just been embarrassing because I'm having to go back and like I found that old DM, and then I wanted to find a picture of me and the Bo Bros, but I can't find it, and I think it's on this like huge like card that I just frankly don't want to get right now. But I had to go back in my DMs for that, and I accidentally went to the very beginning, and I see a DM, and In the DM, I say, "Did you block me?" The DM says, "Did you block me?" And there's no response. Gosh, I hate that girl, by the way. uh, oh my gosh. And then I went to my story archives because I went to my post archives on Instagram to try and find it because I originally posted that photo. But then I was like, oh, look at my story archives. It's so bad, dude. It's like, oh my gosh, what was I doing? What was I doing? And this wasn't that long ago, dude. This was like freshman year, like 2018. Ugh. I hated that time, dude. Oh my gosh. I was like, I'm an influencer, even though I had like 130 subscribers, maybe, bro. Like it's worthy of a video, but I'm not ever making a video on that. Anyways, that's all I have. Also, not that long ago, like 2017, 18, that era, there was this guy, and I'm not sure how he got necessarily famous, but I forget what he was called, but he did this like weird, like guttural growl thing, and he wore like a Velveeta do-rag and whatnot, and I don't know, I had Jake, my little brother, impersonate him, and I put it on my story, and then he put it on his story. So that was pretty interesting. If any of you guys know who Danny Duncan is, which you should, I love Danny Duncan, love watching his stuff. One of the people who is often around him is this kid who calls himself Sun Hat Kid, Aaron. And I actually almost had the chance to work for Aaron. I was in school one day, and maybe I was on my phone or something, or maybe that morning I was on my phone because it was my first period class. And then I got in there and I looked at my phone and it said, Sun Hat Kid responded to your DM or whatever on my phone. And I was like, well, what? Basically, he wanted someone to do his thumbnails. And at the time, I had nothing to show for it and nothing that was good. And he didn't actually end up using me for thumbnails. Now, however, I would be great for his thumbnails. I could edit for him. I'm just saying, man, I'm here, bro. But that was really cool. I had a lengthy conversation with him. It was kind of cool. I was like, oh my, I almost had a big shot opportunity with someone who's not far off from Danny Duncan. And Sun Hat Kid himself has a good chunk of subscribers. So that was pretty cool. And honestly, out of all my interactions with famous people, that's probably my favorite just because it was super cool. My friend Jake in class was sitting next to me and I was like, dude, you watch Danny Duncan? He's like, yeah, you know Sun Hat Kid, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, he just responded to me. And I was saying, like, if this kid wants me to do his thumbnails, I'm about to ditch class right now and do this, which I would have easily. I've ditched class so many times, dude. I just tell the teacher, I have a doctor's appointment thing. You'll probably have to mark me absent, but it's okay. I just have to go. Which usually they do mark me absent, but like, it's weird. At my school, at least, they don't seem to really care about absent stuff. It hasn't really affected me yet. I had a ton of absent stuff last year. I'd leave a lot because when there's nothing to do, man, I'm just saying, when there's nothing to do, I have no reason to be there. I'm more productive outside of class. That's all the famous interactions I can really think of right now. I've had plenty of YouTubers like heart my comment and whatnot. For instance, like Star Wars Theory, a couple million subscribers, and whatnot. I'll tell you, the craziest thing that's happened to me was a few months ago, one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, his name was Call Me Carson, kind of got canceled off the internet because of his interactions with someone who was 2 years younger than him. He was 19, she was 17. I don't personally see the problem, but the way he was talking was a little weird. But whatever. There was this meme video that came out after that, and it was like, call me Carson fans when they figure out what he's done. And it was like a parody of Mr. Incredible, like finding all like the different people who have been killed off. I left a comment on that video, and I honestly don't remember what it was, but it got like 17,000 likes or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it was more or less. I'm not sure. But yeah, that was the most likes I've ever had. 17,000 likes. Like that's so crazy. Like on a YouTube video to get that would be insane. There's plenty of YouTubers I watch that don't get those kind of likes. I can't wait until one day I am getting those kind of likes. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. That's probably the most like viral moment I've had. Anyways, let's move on to the big story and the biggest YouTuber I've ever met. And I was literally completely clueless, and I was probably a little bit like rude, but I didn't try to be rude. I just like, I don't know. For my film that I was filming, I went up to film up in this like mountainous area that we have where I live, and I went up the thing or whatever, and I'm filming up there, and I look over, and there's this really nice setup they have. They have like 2 mics on this like double like thing. It was like clamped on something. There was like 2 mics. It was really so sweet. It was definitely like some high tech good stuff. There was like 2 cameras, like a black like screen that was, you know, meant to like cut off noise coming from behind where I was. And then there's these 2 people and a filmer there. And the 2 people, they kept repeating. At first, I thought they were just having a conversation, but they were acting. Anyways, I went up there and I was filming. And I was like, when these people come down, I have to talk to them because, you know, I'm a young filmer right now, and my recent film I think turned out really good. And for my first film, I'm very happy with it. But I'm trying to get as much information on this as I can because I want to become a better filmer and I want to make good films. And so when these people were coming down, I was like, I have to talk to them. I have to know how they've gotten their foot in the door in the film world, because if you don't know, it's not necessarily the easiest to get your foot in the door and really be able to make any type of sustainable living, let alone get your first job when you're someone like me who's an introvert. So they came down, and my anxiety levels, bro, were through the roof. I'm like, I can't talk to people. Talking, nah, that's not my thing. You know, I don't talking. That's not for me. You know, I'll leave the talking I should just go. You know, I don't even need to. But they come around and go behind some cars behind me, and I'm like, I have to talk to these people. So I get out, I went around, and I said, are you guys filmmakers? And the one guy, the YouTuber, says, ish, like sort of. And I had a really nice conversation with them. They were like some of the nicest people I've ever met, and I think they really respected the fact that, you know, I was a filmer trying to, you know, get some more information on it all. I ended up, you know, saying something about like, how do you get like a job like this? How do you do this kind of film thing right now? And the famous guy said, that's something you want to talk to him about. And he's like, you know, you need to get to know this guy, whatever. And I'm acting like this dude over here isn't worth anything. I plan on getting to know this guy in the future. I really want to. He's like a young, like just out of college kid. But he was doing something huge. I found it crazy. And then the conversation somehow goes back to the people, the YouTubers. And he's like, yeah, I have a channel. It's called Small Advantages. And I teach English to Brazilians. And I was like, wow, that's sick. That's never heard of anything like that before. I was like, wow, that's really cool. And I'm thinking, you know, he's probably just like started on YouTube. And so I was like, you know, I'm trying to do this whole film thing, and, you know, I know there's a lot you can do, like, you know, there's just YouTube, not knowing that this guy's a famous YouTuber, like, yeah, you know, like just YouTube, like you do, like you scum, like that's what it came off like. I didn't mean it to be like that, but that's what it came off like. I know it because I was there, and I could tell the second I said that, I was like, ooh, that sounded defensive. And so, you know, I go home and I'm like, cool, you know, those guys were really sweet. I'll search up his channel. And at first I thought his channel was called Small Adventures. And I was like, dude, you don't even, like, your channel isn't even big. I can't find your channel anywhere. It's Small Advantages. So I searched that up, and oh, he has like 2.35 million subscribers. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Maybe I should have like gave him my number or something, you know? Maybe I should have like I could have done something. I could have asked that guy about YouTube. I could have known that guy pretty well, probably. Because I think he respected me a lot, but instead I just walked away. 2.35 million. I could have got a photo. But no. I was like, you're not anything special, bro. At max, I was thinking he has a few thousand subscribers. Maybe 100,000 or so. Not 2.35 million. 632,000 on Instagram, mind you. Crazy, dude. Crazy. Anyways, he was a super nice guy. I really respect him, and everyone there. Him and I believe was his girlfriend or wife, I would think. They were super cool. And the filmer up there himself, it was great. It was so cool to go up there and I saw this crazy equipment and I was like, damn, I'm right behind a production set right now, which I practically was. But yeah, that's the story of how I met a famous person, famous YouTuber, and I was completely clueless. I had no clue. Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. Once again, please go check out my film. I'd love to hear your input on it, and if you have any criticisms, I'm here to take it, man. I'd like to know, and I want to improve. But I did it all on my own. I shot it, edited it, acted in it, and I screenwrote it as well. So I think it turned out pretty well, and I think the story was pretty good. I'm sitting on 2 other videos right now. One, I don't know, I just flipped you guys off. Nice. One, I don't know if it'll ever come out, and then another, I still have to film, but that one should hopefully be a little bit useful for you guys and for me as well. I just have to say some things, but it'll be an interesting video for sure. And then some interesting news that's upcoming in that video that I think you're going to be really interested in, and will lead to some really great new content. I'm really excited for it. I have to be honest, I'm super excited for it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching yet another YouTube video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye, guys.